Yellowstone Supervolcano, how large volcanic eruptions can alter hurricane strength and frequency. This is a recent article, April 5th, on Science of Cycles. Yellowstone is one of the world's largest supervolcanoes, and we have at least 3 or 4 in the United States. We have Yellowstone, Long Valley Caldera, and others as well. Now, Yellowstone, of course, has 60% of the world's geysers, over 10,000 hydrothermal areas in the whole of the Yellowstone National Park, where Yellowstone Supervolcano is found. A new study led by Lamont Doherty Earth Observatory researcher Susanna Camargo and Université de Québec à Montreal, Canada, Francesco Passata provides deeper insight into how large volcanic eruptions affect hurricane activity. Deeper insight into how large volcanic eruptions affect hurricanes. Previous studies could not clearly determine the effects of volcanic eruptions on hurricanes because the few large volcanic eruptions in the last century coincided with El Niño, southern oscillation events which also influence hurricane activity. In the study published April 5th in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences of the United States of America, Camargo and Posata approached this relationship by simulating very large volcanic eruptions in the tropics multiple times. And in their diagram here we see, of course, the polar easterlies, the westerlies under the polar fronts, the northeast trade winds over the equator, and the southeast trade winds under the equator. Now, they had the relationship by simulating very large volcanic eruptions in the tropics multiple times. Their modeling told a more complex story than previous papers indicated. Camargo said, "This is the first study to explain the mechanism of how large volcanic eruptions influences hurricanes globally. According to their findings, large tropical volcanic eruptions can affect hurricanes by shifting the intertropical convergence zone, a region that circles the Earth near the equator and greatly influences rainfall and hurricane activity. As the intertropical convergence zone moves after a very large volcanic eruption, it affects both the intensity and frequency of hurricanes, causing some regions to experience an increase in activity and other regions to experience a decrease. For example, a large eruption in the tropical regions of the northern hemisphere leads to a southward shift of the intertropical convergence zone. This results in an increase in hurricane activity between the equator and the 10th degree north line, and a decrease further north. The zone's southward shift has further effects in the southern hemisphere, causing a decrease in activity on the coasts of Australia, Indonesia, and Tanzania, while Madagascar and Mozambique experience an increase. These changes can last for up to 4 years following a large volcanic eruption." Camargo and Posata were able to separate the effects of volcanic eruptions and El Niño, southern oscillation, on hurricane activity and show the different impacts the two factors have on hurricanes globally. Their findings are important in helping scientists better understand the relationship between volcanoes and hurricanes. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.